Hello, people! Welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk, weekly web show about random chit-chats and conversations that usually happen in tattoo shops, and we're bringing them to you to help you improve in your craft of tattooing and possibly mess less things up, because that's always a thing that can happen. So today we have more people in, and we have Carlos back.
Oh, hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh, he says hola.
Nice to be back in Denmark. Beautiful people.
Saluta Denmark. We have some people around who have got into getting tattoos way before we knew what tattoos are.
Because we are old.
Very old.
Very old.
And look young as hell.
Because they are from progressive country and we are like post-Soviet.
They have
people.
vitamins.
We get like a Botox injection and eat plastic for breakfast.
He makes his own sausages. What are you expecting?
Check out Anas. He makes music and food.
Yes.
Yeah, so history, god damn it.
When did you got your first tattoos? And before that, when you thought like, oh, tattoos are my shit, I want one. So how did that went from like, I think tattoos are cool and I want one. Today
Yeah.
is the day.
I think back
Let's
from
start with Hans.
I think all the way back since I was like 15, 16 years old. I always liked tattoos, but like, whoa, what is that? When I looked at guitar magazines like with George Lynch and all these.
Is that before internet?
Yes,
you
that's
said magazine. It's the paper internet.
How many years ago?
Holy shit, we're talking like start 90s, mid 90s. But I think I was 21, 22 when I got my first tattoo.
Same here, 21.
It was this ninja star here, made by this gangster from Venezuela.
Can you show it to that?
Show them. Okay, children,
Holy
you will see
crap, it
nudity.
looks good.
Please look the other way.
It's PG-12.
Ninja.
Oh,
It-
shit.
It's
nice.
It has a rising layer.
Yeah.
It is made from ink from a pen.
No, show more.
Show more.
Blind
you like
person
it?
can read it probably.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
It's
The
a ninja star.
Look at that.
Ninja star
motherfucker.
from Søndersø in Fyn.
But look, it was a good example. What happens with the crazy star when you build nice Japanese around it? It looks kind of okay. I don't know. You have to get naked now.
So what was what triggered you that tattoos are cool? It's like your relation to music or what? Are you
Yeah, it was into music.
Very good question.
All these bands I was into, all these hardcore bands and metal bands. So like all these crazy tattoos. I have a theory. Only true rock and rollers have fucked up tattoos. All these people have nice tattoos. They're not true rock and rollers.
They're not true.
You have to have fucked up tattoos, otherwise you're not a rock and roller.
Yeah,
Otherwise
that's
you
why.
don't have story.
That's why I say. That's why I tell a lot of people if they want like a small script that's gonna fade out or get fucking full with ink and you're not gonna read it, I ask them, you want a like punk rocker tattoo or you want to like size it up and make it like a proper feminine tattoo?
Mr. Brian?
Yeah, I think nearly the same as Anders. I was into this very metalized music scene here in Odense, and then I think I saw my best friend. He got a tattoo from the same dragon as Borneo dragon as Max from Sepultura has. I think he got like similar to that one. I was like, what the fuck? This is pretty cool. And then I got something similar, like just a smaller one, like 21. I was 21, I guess.
Is it there?
Yeah,
It's
it's
still-
here actually. It's still here,
Alright.
but
Yeah,
it's
That's
like
old school.
it's
Yeah,
like covered up with
tribal.
some
Man.
shitty tribal. But I hate tribal, but I think it's like my
I
story.
love this.
Don't
Yeah,
say
It's
it.
here, yeah.
Don't say
It's
it.
classic for the time.
Yeah. It's from the
love
90s.
it.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
classic for
Again,
that
you
area.
can see so good. If this tribal would be alone, it would look really weird. You would look like a
Yeah.
drug dealer. Or
No,
something.
this is the
Now-
second one. This is the
Direct
second one.
dealer.
Yeah, a dragon dealer.
A drug.
This is the second. This is the second tattoo I got actually, and then one guy told me like, okay, now you have two tattoos, you will never stop, and I was like, what? And then it just exploded. It's like,
So how did it
Beautiful.
go? When was the moment when you're like, this is one, this is another? When like, fuck it, I'll going all
okay,
Can I start?
yeah, of
I
course.
remember there
We
was
have been married once.
yes, we are still together.
Oh yeah.
But we are separated now.
Yeah, separated, yes.
But there was this there was this metal shop here in Odense called Die Hard,
Yeah.
also Progress, and the guy who owned it, he also had like a tattoo shop, like on top was like hush hush hush, and I thought I said, fuck it, I wanna get tattoos. So I started with a half sleeve. This is like stopped here, and then I remember, I think it was 2005-6. One of people that normally like do something. It's New Year's Eve. I wanna stop smoking or eat more vegetables. I said my New Year. What do you call it? New Year promise?
Resolution, yeah.
Yeah, I want to get a full sleeve tattoo. That's with 2005, and I said, fuck it, I don't give a shit.
Did you get it in a year?
I think it was like 2-3 months between each session. Like, I can't remember how many times. 5, 6 times.
I could do it. And you, Mr. Brian?
It was a little similar to honest again, but I have a friend like he's tattooing, and I was in Copenhagen, and I worked in Copenhagen there at that time. And I visited Conspiracy Inc., where Uncle Alan is, and Electric Pig and those guys. And I just one time saw like Electric Pig work. I was like, holy shit! And I got my first half arm, and then at some months later I came back, and I was always in that area. And I came to him again, and he said, "Oh, I don't want to make the rest because you don't have much and blah blah blah." Cool. And I just came back a month again, and he was like, "Okay," and he made the last one, and yeah, the rest is history. And then this guy came in my life,
in our life,
and now I'm like plastered.
Our life.
Our life, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, did you saw this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos, how did you get into tattoos? What's your history? People want to know.
No, I don't know.
About the black and gray stuff on your legs.
I can tell actually a quick one. I had a friend who was a BMX dude. He had friends, but he was hand poking. I was 14, and he had like already half arm blue with really bad tattoos. And at that time, I was 14. I already understood that it's not good. Like, I don't know, what the fuck. I said I want to feel how it is. He made one blue dot on me. Poked me 20 times. But yeah, and after that, I got first tattoo when I turned 18. The same day I ran to the neighbor's house where the tattooer was living, and I got tattoo.
So you got into
What tattoo
tattoos
was the
because
first
the guy
one?
poked you 20 times?
No.
Which one was the first one?
No.
Which one was the first one?
First real tattoo. What do you consider your
What is
first
it?
real tattoo?
It's covered already. It was the dot here.
No, but the
the
other one,
pokes?
the neighbor one.
Neighbor one is also covered. It was here. It was like a real biomechanical black and gray stuff.
Now, how did you figure out that it's your shit tattoo when you were like, I wonder?
When? Yeah, probably. Like, I just thought looks tough, you know? That's probably it. Like, I was...
Badass.
Yeah. Like, I was a little kid. I was partying around trails where BMX drivers jumping around, and they had some tattoos, and I also saw some pictures and fell in love.
Throwing.
I thought it just looks crazy, you know? And then afterwards, I realized, people work with this shit and make money.
Okay, as for myself, I think like the music and all that, I saw that on the TV, but it felt unreal because I was looking at like this is some next level shit, and then I saw some cool dudes in the city, like, and that was like also like early 2000, so that's in Latvia. That's even more extreme, like dudes in like Adidas tracksuits riding lowrider bicycles with tattoos and piercings, like fucking eyebrows and all that. I was like
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, they were into all that stuff.
He's a pretty man.
I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is real. Like, I can do it. Like, if they can do it, I can do it. So then I got a little one. Like, this is my first little shitty baby tattoo.
What does it say?
No, it's just a dude with horns and the like, you know.
Oh yeah, it's like a straw man.
And like with the horns and that.
Oh, cool.
That thing.
Like a hello.
I was all like deep and shit. And then the next one, I was going to one home tattooist and getting that stuff done because that was like.
Which one was that?
Oh, it's covered with never-ending back piece, but it was like it was the shit everyone was like. You have to get tattoos at home. It's dumb to go to like a shop because it's like too expensive, like you know. And we had that. There was just a general attitude. It's like shops are for rich people, you know.
Actually, I'm only tattooed once in the kitchen. It's nearly covered now. You talk about kitchen tattoos, and I was not thinking about safety. I was not thinking about anything.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
it's
neither.
cheap.
I wanted a tattoo. What are you doing? I don't know.
It was like we had a concept of like, is it not safe? They're like, no, this guy knows what he's doing. He has proper machines, and he works in the shop. So
He's been to the jail.
So it's not like, you know, it's just a guy. So it was kind of the idea. It's the guy who knows what he's doing.
But listen, man, like when I started in the
But
kitchen,
if I think back, it's not that. Like, I
I
wouldn't
think
do
when
that.
when you have like whatever situation in your life and you get these machines, you don't even think about like what's safe, what's not.
Like, you don't know what you don't know. Let's get back to old people with tattoos.
Yes.
Scene of tattooed people back then and now. What's the difference? Because I found myself like I got my first tattoo 17 years ago, and it was like if you meet a people with tattoos, you can be like, oh, like let's talk tattoos, and you are probably into similar music or
exactly.
similar like sports or something. And like now, if you meet somebody with tattoos, they can be like just because they like
Because everybody got it.
because they need an Instagram like,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yep.
what was it in Denmark and what was it in your experience? Like how scene has changed?
But back when I started getting like visible big tattoos, it was something people come up and, oh, can I see your tattoo? And not many people had tattoos. Maybe like a little unicorn or a dolphin or something where you couldn't see it. So back then it was like, if you knew someone with a big tattoo, they would be, I don't know, probably into metal or hardcore, stuff like that.
I was told like, oh, it's only C guys, and he broke a tooth.
Seaman?
You broke a tooth?
Almost.
Is sea guy a seaman?
You know, a swimman,
A sea... A sailor.
sailor. For fuck's sake, sorry, cut that out.
But a seaman.
It's
A
only
seaman.
people who've been in jail
There's
and
nothing
a
wrong with-
sailor.
There's nothing wrong with
You
seaman.
know, and I remember my mom was like, "Oh, are you sure you want that? And it's only bad people and shit." I was like, oh. So that's the evolution of people, you know.
Yeah, now
Back
I-
in time, if you told I've been to a shrink like 20 years ago, people, oh, you're mental. He's mental. Now they'll go, okay.
Now I think if you're like a child, you are worried that your kid don't want tattoos. You're like, you want to be of one of those untattooed fuckers.
But I think in the next thing is gonna be you have gotta have no tattoos
Yeah.
and look like you're sitting in an office typing Excel
That would be
all,
like
all day. That's gonna be the new next thing.
the circus sideshow.
Yeah,
Look
I
at this untattooed Steve Jobs lookalike.
Yeah,
I must say, I don't really think that much about it anymore. It's only in situations where I go to a job interview or something where I really think about I have it, because I don't think about it. It's like just my. I don't think that much about it anymore because it's so normal. You
I
know,
was
it's-
talking to a guy and he said like it just feels different when you meet somebody way younger and you're like, oh, you have tattoos, and you kind of think like, oh, people with tattoos are probably like, you know, in some like alternative music and stuff, and you
Yeah.
start to talk and they just hipster as fuck, and you're like, ah.
to be honest, I miss that thing where like having a tube was like something like a secret, something unique.
And how was getting tattoos, like actually getting when you got your first tattoos? Like, I got my first tattoo, for example. I went to the like tattoo shop was always too expensive for me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I had a friend who knew people in tattoo shops. So
Yeah,
I
same
knew,
here,
like,
the same here.
Minimum charge was like 20 lats, which is like 25-30 euros. I was like, that's the amount of money that I can party
Yeah.
at least 2 weekends.
Yeah.
You know, I was
3,
like,
4 weeks.
like, how is that possible
Oh.
that people pay for that for a tattoo? And they said like,
Oh,
I was friends with people in the shop. I was getting piercings there and all that stuff. So they just said, you don't say how much is that tattoo, but like you just go in like, oh, if you have a time, like I have like, you know,
Yeah,
15 lats. Can you
Yeah.
do that? And they like, I did that, and they're like, yeah, I can, but not today. Just come by like tomorrow evening and we'll do it. It was like kind of that, but still it seemed expensive. That's why I got my next tattoos in the kitchen.
it's the same with me. I always been part of the scene, like the metal scene, hardcore, whatever you call it. And there always been tattooers, always been there, and you talk to them, become friends, and say, hey, I have this idea. How about you think about that? And blah blah blah, and let me make a special part. What do you call it? And all sometimes Carlos say, I have a fucking weird idea. Can I do it for free? And
You end up with this.
yeah,
It's the best.
Exactly.
yeah.
Where's the cowboy?
The cowboy, he's here.
Oh,
Cowboy.
But could you like just go in the shop and get a tattoo when you started, or it was like
No. I knew people. Oh, my first real tattoo. It was on this. It was this old shop here in Odense. I went like a regular customer and paid like how we normally do it.
what was that? Anders?
Biker Corner.
Yeah, that was where I got my first two.
Biker Corner,
Johnny.
didn't you? Yeah.
How did that go? What was the procedure back then? Like
The
now?
procedure
Yeah, the
was like
same,
you,
the
you,
same.
you came in and normally you had like a lot of magazines to look at, or what you call these
Catalogs, yeah.
catalogs. But I had this dragon stuff, Borneo stuff, so I had a picture from Sepultura. And he said, okay, I want to do it, but I will draw it myself, he said.
Oh,
And I
fuck
came back
yeah.
like 3-4 days later, no emails. It
No
just
email.
came through. I think I just got my email at that time, but I didn't think about it. And I came back.
You didn't
Like-
show a picture on the phone, no?
No. I had printed something out at work. And I came back 4 days later, and he had, I have this. Actually, I have a little story about misinformation. About this one here. I have the first one here, yes. As you can see here, these lines here, they are going inside the old dragon. And that's because I came back 4 days later, and he measured, this guy who made this one around, it's another guy, he measured it wrong. So this one was too small for this one. So it should have been wider. And he said, I can't make it, it's just like that. You want it or not? And I said, what? That means that you will take these and they will cover my old tattoo? Yeah. Sorry, Brian, I drawn it already. So you can't redraw it. No.
No Photoshop.
You want it
man.
or
No
not?
Photoshop. This is real life, dude.
Okay, I want it, I guess. I was like, sometimes
You
what
want
the
it or
fuck
not?
went wrong? He was like, it was not Johnny, it was another guy. I won't say
I
his
think
fucking name.
it was back,
Today he paints cars. I don't know why.
back in the days. I think even like a Xerox in the shop was luxury, where you can just copy shit. I actually had to draw it, and then like, oh, wrong.
He had to draw it in hand and stuff, and it would take too long and blah 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 blah
Well,
blah.
yeah,
and I was
it
like,
wouldn't.
and he said, "You
But
do want it or
imagine
not?"
probably he fucking spends some time with that drawing, and if he have to redraw it, it's like no
He could take it and like
survival
bend
instinct.
it like out like 2 centimeters. It would all fit.
No tracing.
So what do
paper,
you
probably.
think then and
Just
now? What's better?
Then it was fucked. It was very bad. It was bad, poor communication. It was like people did tattoos in a weird way. It was like, here you can discuss things. I can come here to you, and I know you like a little private too. So, but if I come in here,
How many years goes for that?
It's like 23 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But I know I've sit in the couch many times listening to you talking to customers. It's like you conversate about what's going on, what do you want, how should
It's more
it
like a
fit?
process now.
And Carlos is like saying, I think you should do it like this and that and this and that because it would be better for you. It was not like that.
Back in the days, it was
was
this much.
yeah,
You
maybe.
get this wanted or not?
I think Johnny from Biker Corner, I must say, he tried to make it good so it will last good. But the other guy I was talking about, I think.
But
he was sucked.
like I mean, many shops probably did that this way, but they probably had some.
I think sometimes it was even like the attitude in the shop was like, no, we don't fuck with your shit. It's this or fuck
Yeah,
you.
but that's what people back in days loved it about. Like this was more gangster shit.
Yeah,
It was
It's
very-
like no
yeah.
pussies went to the shop. That was
Exactly.
like a proper shit. It's like if you go in, you have to be ready for whatever the tattooer takes.
If you are a diva, then you're done.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just like when you enter the door, it's like you enter next level of
Yeah.
yeah,
I was-
exactly.
I
Like
was-
gangster
I was
shit, like a
shaking when I
Yakuza
got my
bullshit.
first-
Yeah, you
second
take a
tattoo.
decision in your life.
So it's I totally
the other side.
understand. I because tattooing is actually like real crazy shit.
And
if you
it
think
It was
And also-
really a very, very
Now
big
it's-
decision for
now-
me. I remember I was
Yeah.
like
Also,
thinking so much.
minimum
Yeah.
charge always seemed like, what? How much it costs? Like, the fuck?
They say that still.
Now you think you're like, yeah, it makes sense. But when you're a kid, you come in the shop, how much is tattoo? And you hear the price. What? That?
Yeah, it's true. But man, I understand why these old timer guys get angry about, but I don't think it's getting worse. The worst thing is that everyone can do it, and now it's just bigger competition.
It's getting different.
Yeah, it's just
Competition is
harder.
good.
Yeah,
get-
for me, I don't care if it's competition, but there is some dudes who probably whose business has been harmed by fucking young dudes coming in, doing crazy shit in 2 years, and that guy did fucking for 30 years and can't do the same shit what that guy does.
And now it's too late to learn.
Yeah, so it's totally normal that they get angry, but fuck, this is like evolution. You can't
I
stop
think
it.
back in the days it was more of an adventure, and now it's like a haircut thing. Like,
Yeah.
I want this. for this price,
Yeah.
and you do it. Back in the days, it's like,
I'm gonna like this girl on Instagram now.
yeah,
Yeah. People always hate everything.
I'll get
but,
you exposure.
But
Yeah.
Do it for free.
I will hashtag you.
Yeah,
You could do
there
it for
is
free.
still good and bad. You can get good tattoos, bad tattoos. You have a choice. Now it's like big fucking business. Everyone can go. In this city, there's how many shops? It's crazy. It's more than fucking
idea.
hairdressers. It's like you have a big choice.
I need a haircut.
Oh, we can do it.
We can do it
Get a tattoo and get a free
Yeah.
haircut.
Oh,
easily.
We also
I
shaved
to cut
before.
hair.
And you can color you.
Let's all get brown. Hey,
Oh.
we gotta
Hey.
see you after
yeah.
commercials.
Pause, and then we can go to the tanning room.
So this was a little. This was a little input from people who are maybe generation older.
Generation, what are you talking about?
Like
I'm not your father.
some people say generation is around 6 years, so you could be generation to two older.
Holy shit.
But the difference is a lot
Come on.
in how it was. To
6
start.
years, nobody can get children when they're 6 years old.
I think it's some different thing.
I don't know,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like
A lot
we
of
make.
things
Never
has
mind,
been.
never
A
mind.
lot of things has been. Like we have iPhones and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Phones. I mean, fuck the iPhone.
So this is a story from people not that much older, but things were way different. Even like
In the
10
90s,
years
in the late 90s.
Even
in
five.
pre-millennium situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
world
have
is
good
one.
stories.
Do you
Back-
actually regret any of your tattoos?
No.
I must say the one.
Why you
the one-
regret because of the bad
Yeah,
bag?
because it's covering.
But do you
something.
regret it, or it was like it could have been better?
It could have been better, but like we said earlier, that the story behind where was I at this time in my life, like this is the last one I got, like this one, you know, the difference. That's funny. I like that, but the way it's made, I regret. Like I didn't
Yeah, the
say
story about it.
I don't
yeah.
want this shit. It's not right. I will come back, or either one. You can't make it on me.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I just wanted to tattoo, okay, and I did it instead of just saying no.
no, I thought, but that's what happens these days with a lot of.
Yeah,
customers.
it happens now as well. It's
It
just
does?
miscommunication, or somebody is like afraid to say
People
something.
scared of sometimes. You know, you go to the tattoo shop with the idea that it's like this scary place.
Or even
These
worse.
big guys, muscle.
Or even worse, like somebody gets tattoo and some of their friends say something, and then they're like, "Oh, fuck you all!" Like I regret this now.
Yeah. Friends doing impact for liking it. But fucking great, thank you guys.
Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
your great stories and sharing them.
Always out I'm behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I'm behind the camera, so it's very nice to be here and like telling my stories to
That's
the
awesome.
world, to the World Wide Web.
Yeah, World Wide Web. Now you people on the World Wide Web.
World Wide Web.
What's your story like?
Where's Morgan? Is he alive or is he eaten by a dog or a hooker?
Morgan, leave a comment.
Yeah, Morgan.
Morgan, leave a
Fucking piece of
comment.
shit.
Everyone else could drop their stories.
Why didn't you visit me at the bar in Berlin?
Blood barely.
Hey, hey, but yeah, people, leave the comments.
Leave
we
comments.
love you.
What's the
Wear
difference?
And thanks for all the guys and girls who send messages to us and ask and say thanks.
Oh
to
yeah, and stop sending nude pictures. It's like
Yeah.
I have two
Yeah.
kids. I can.
It's just weird.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Some dudes are pretty
Not ready
impressive, but like. whew.
I'm not ready yet.
Horse member.
Wear
I'm not
condom.
ready yet.
Okay, leave your story on how it was different from now when you started to get tattoos, and obviously like this video and share with somebody who
Subscribe,
might
maybe?
care. Subscribing is like they're more unsubscribing than subscribing.
4,000, then they are subscribing, I think.
I started with 2 million.
Holy shit, yeah.
Ah,
What?
hey, you do something wrong. Hey, listen, if you don't want to subscribe, I'll give you a curse.
I started the channel. I imagine that I'm famous, that I have 2 million.
2 million.
Have a voodoo doll at home. You're gonna fucking hurt your balls.
It is like the movie The Ring.
Break time.
If you watch this episode, you will become cursed. Yeah.